Welcome to another episode of Being Sexy and Play Media Games. Today we are playing the fourth episode in my Killer Frequency series. I am super freaking excited to continue playing and to fully finish the game. I literally couldn't put it down last night. I played 3 hours in a row. It's just such a good game. I love it so much. Um, yeah. Last episode, I think we made up the board. And I know I missed something, so let's get right into it so I can fix my board. Because we still didn't choose who to call to protect. And I think this is what I missed. Kim Walker did the flu shot. No, I didn't miss that. I think I missed this. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't realize it's them. I graduate. Oh, damn. They got married right afterwards. And then they died. Huh? Hold on. Doesn't make sense. How did she die in 77? But then she said this in 84. Wait, are we in 80? We're in 87 right now. Well, she's dead. That one doesn't make sense. Okay, this one doesn't make sense. This one doesn't make sense. But now I know it's all Kim Walker. Kim Walker's dead. Aunt Williams doesn't work at the power station anymore, hopefully. And Rebecca Allen is gone. So it's between Chuck and Aunt. And I honestly want to say it's Chuck. Yeah. Let's go.
I'm good now. Thanks, Peggy.
No problem. How's it going?
I'm ready, Peggy.
Are you sure? We've only got one shot at this.
I'm sure. Let's do this.
Okay, name first. Who do you think the target is?
Oops, sorry. Chuck Brody.
Chuck Brody.
And where will I find them?
The gas station.
Okay, I'm dialing. One moment.
I don't think this is important.
Hello?
Chuck Brody! Listen, I know this sounds crazy, but we have reason to believe the Whistling Man is coming for you. You need to get yourself and everyone else out right now.
The Whistling Man? Who the hell are you? Who is this?
This is Forrest Nash. Listen, the Whistling Man's back. We found a list with your name on it, and...
Oh, God. It's today. The year I finally let myself forget.
Quit talking and run!
I think he ran off.
Well, fingers crossed that Chuck...
Jeez! It sounds like something blew up.
He's using bombs now?
Is Chuck?
I don't know.
Hang on, we're getting a call.
Hello?
Chuck?
Chuck!
Forrest. The whole goddamn gas station's gone up.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so. I got everyone to follow me out. The town's only ambulance was blown to hell, though.
Damn.
Yeah. Damn it, that fireball threw me. I've got to get to the hospital. I'm not feeling great. Forrest, man. I can't thank you enough, but... Yeah. I gotta go.
Wait, Damn it. We lost him. What was that about today?
Oh, Forrest, the call board is lighting up. Get us into some music while I deal with this.
here's some music while we regroup here on KFAM 189.16, The Stream.
Where the hell?
There's gotta be more in the basement to show us who Clive is targeting. And if that's the case, we can get ahead of him. Stop the killings before they can happen. Forrest, we need to go back down.
By we, you mean me, right?
Yep. Like I said, I need to handle all these calls. Maybe start with that creepy mannequin room you mentioned before. I still have a lot of questions about those, by the way.
Me too.
Yeah, I'll go. Hold on. I'm making sure I'm reading. It sounded like it was behind us. Yes, Christine. Could it be this? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's this. Right? Because he didn't want it to be known that it was his place. I'll say it's this. Yeah, Christine's guessing her prayer. Yeah. You see? I'm so smart, even though I could have just read that and read that out way earlier. Okay. Let's go over this now, because it's picking up. First death was at the sheriff's office. Second attack was all the way at the jazz studio. Question mark? Or near the running path over here. But I'm feeling like it was a jazz studio. She was a jazz instructor, so I feel like she was just on a run by where she works. That makes the most sense to me. Then it was a reporter. Then it was the pharmacy. Then it was the maze. Honestly, that's really far to get, like, on your own by foot. Maps make everything look way faster, but by foot, that's a minute. That would take a minute. Especially from here to here. That one's crazy. Well, I'm gonna say it. There's not just one. No keys. I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna set a trap. There's like dead flies everywhere. You're going back to the basement, but I'm looking for rat traps. I hate when the music changes. Also, that's a knife, and we've passed it like 10 times. Another one. It won't let me grab it. I'm not scared at all. I'm like clenching my butt. I forgot which way it was. Oh, it's this way. Oh yeah, it was this way.
So many locked doors, so few keys.
Making sure. I'm just terrified of like. Okay, it closed, right? That's great. Wait, no. That's closed. This is still open. Fuck, right where the little elevator's at? No, I don't like that. But nobody would be around here. Except for like... I close the door. I'm so scared.
A key?
Whoa.
Was this always here? I must have missed it when I brought everything upstairs.
But like... Nobody would be here except for Clive. Nobody would know to come here except for Clive. And I'm already feeling like... There's more than one killer. Because... There's no way you ran... Close.
Hey, Forrest!
Peggy, give me some warning before yelling down the intercom?
Sorry. Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
Oh, he has a map.
Peggy, I've found a tape and a map down here.
A map of what?
Looks like it might be to somewhere in this storage area.
Weird. Well, maybe the tape will give us more information. Give it a play.
Another rat trap for me to take. Where's the little push button? Oh.
George Barrow, 1968. That's when this all began for me. Follow the maps, find the tapes. I'll be waiting.
Wait, George Barrow? We all heard that he drowned after a night out drinking. Was it actually Clive? Has Clive really been the whistling man for that long?
He says I need to follow the maps and find the tapes. I guess that's what this map is about.
I think we need to see what else is hidden down here. Be careful, Forrest. Keep looking. Buzz the intercom when you found something.
Damn, I don't have like a flashlight or anything.
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning. The degree of rigor mortis indicates that the subject has been deceased for 5 hours. That puts the time of
2
death.
a.m. Oh, Model 4000? Shipping date 2nd of September, so yesterday. C. Atkins to client opted for manual installation. KFAM radio station. Unable to install, require new parts. Installation date 17th of September. Apartments, Woodside. And then it was delivered and installed at the roller rink, the gas shop, in the hospital. The gas, whatever fuck. J Matcher. So, okay. Gas shop is exploded. Places that have the alarm is the hospital and the roller rink. And we have it as well. Oh, I don't know if we installed it. Okay. Yeah, you? Yeah.
Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face, typically obtained by running through foliage. Severe blistering
This
to the
looks useful.
feet. as though the deceased had been running without stopping.
Police Department, Town of Gallows Creek, September 3rd, 1968. 19 years ago. Okay, so this was prepared by the sheriff that died at the beginning by Miss Sandra Sharp through a telephone call at 4 a.m. At 4 a.m., a call was received. Oh, yeah. At 4 a.m., a call was received from a jogger, a Miss Sandra Sharp, reporting that a body had been found washed up in the reservoir. I drove out to investigate and was able to identify the body at the scene as that of George Barrow. I contacted the coroner's office and then the boy's parents. They informed me that they had not seen him since 7 p.m. on the 2nd. Not cleared. J. Matthews. You? Yeah.
Preliminary toxicology results shows no signs of inebriation. However, a high amount of cortisol was found, indicating elevated levels of stress in the immediate moments before death. Additionally, there appears to be a post-mortem injury to the arm. It looks like it was trapped in a car door.
There's no picture. I'm not tripping, right?
It is the coroner's opinion that the subject likely
This
feared
has to
for
be
his
important.
life and was chased, resulting in a fall from a height into a body of water, where he hit his head, was knocked out, and drowned. Following that, he was moved.
Dr. Sullivan, we need to have a talk. That recording. Shut it off.
The deceased is a Caucasian male, age 18. The cause of death is established to be drowning as shown by the signs of asphyxiation. See Section 2, Paragraph 4 for more details. Abrasions were found on the knuckles, likely from getting into fights in the past. Matches with known history of the deceased being aggressive. No other injuries were observed, and from the coroner's opinion, there is no evidence of foul play. Additionally, the preliminary toxicology report indicates that the deceased had a high level of alcohol in their blood. It is of the coroner's opinion that the deceased went swimming while intoxicated, resulting in his drowning. Virginia. Okay, Sandra found the body, which was the first caller. Was she? Yeah, right? Okay. Clive? Why would Clive make them cover up the murder or the death of this guy, George, and then come back to kill everybody? Why? That doesn't make sense. So it can't be Clive. I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia. Sandra is the jazz girl. She found the body. Virginia, was she the... I know she's a coroner, but was she the lady that had the frat come over, or was she the 911? No, she has to still be doing the same job she was doing back then. So she, yes, Virginia has to be that doctor that called. So that, okay, so they're covering up the death of this kid. So why do they care?
If you're
Clive.
What the?
I'm a man who likes to stay informed. I've got subscriptions to newspapers all over the country. A few weeks ago, I noticed headlines cropping up in those papers, one after the other. Each headline about a murder. Each murder, the death of someone I knew almost 20 years ago. And each one drawing closer to Gallows Creek. Drawing closer to the anniversary. None of us are innocent, but I don't think we deserve killing. All I hope now is that I can save some folk from the worst that I can.
Ooh, a new vinyl for my collection.
Do something to make up for what I did back then, I guess. I didn't kill anyone, mind you, but that's past mattering. Now, there's more I could say than I should say, but my employer made it clear that my family would pay a high price if I ever spoke out. So, hopefully I've said enough for you, listener, whoever the hell you are, to start
What the hell?
the truth together.
Peggy is not gonna believe this.
Very interesting. Also, hey, earlier we were getting calls from that lady. Oh, I don't want to leave it. I did do that on purpose though. Of that lady Dawn. And like there's somebody who plays the character Dawn in this play that George Barrow was in. I don't think it's a coincidence.
What have you found, Forrest?
It's an autopsy tape. Doesn't say for who,
George
but
Barrow.
I think it must be for George.
Poor George. He was so young.
Something's bugging me, Peggy.
What do you mean?
I swear I recognize the voice of the woman talking on the tape. I just can't place it.
Seriously? Do you think you've met her before?
I don't know. I mean, I just got here recently. I don't know. Found another tape. It talks more about how George died.
What did it say?
It sounds like he was running for his life. Sprinting through trees and bushes, getting cut up all over.
What would drive someone to do that?
I'm not sure yet. There's also a tape about a toxicology report. There were no signs of drinking or that he was on anything.
What? But everyone said he went swimming drunk and drowned. It was in the newspaper and everything.
I found a written autopsy report.
What does it say?
According to that, it's just like you said at the start. George drowned after getting drunk. Said he
Oh,
liked to
that's
fight
sweet.
too.
But that contradicts the tape.
I know. And I think I know why. There's a note with a report that says, "I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia."
If it was on the autopsy report, then Virginia must be our coroner. Wait, the caller from earlier, when we had to call the takeout restaurant, wasn't her name Virginia?
We need to call her back once we finish down here. It looks like she might know something about what's going on. I found a tape that introduces a new detail to the story. Post-mortem injury. Apparently, his arm got caught in a car door.
A car door?
Yeah, after he died. How do you suppose they can tell?
How can they tell? I'm a radio producer, not a coroner.
The written report I found doesn't mention it at all.
How did his arm get trapped in a car door after he died?
Unless he got it when the police collected his body, I guess someone else must have moved him after he was dead to where he was eventually found.
But the report, what is going on here?
I found a police report. Mentions a friend from earlier, Sandra Sharp.
Sandra. The jazz runner?
That's right. She found George's body washed up at the reservoir.
The reservoir?
Yeah? What's strange about that?
George got cuts from running through foliage, right?
The
There's
trees.
no forest around there. Also, Also, how did it wash up at the reservoir?
What do you mean?
No current.
Reservoirs don't have tides.
But that's what the police report said.
It's not possible, though. I did a school project on reservoirs and got an A. But, yeah, not important right now. The important thing is that it doesn't make sense.
What are you suggesting then? That the body was originally found somewhere other than what the report suggests? That the sheriff tried to cover it up, but accidentally let something slip?
Something like that. I think.
Well, Sheriff Matthews wrote the report. If he hadn't been eviscerated, we could have asked him.
True. But Sandra is still alive. Once we're done down here, we should give her a call.
In another tape, the coroner comes to the same conclusion as I did. George was running from something.
Maybe an animal?
Maybe, but then there's this next bit, where the coroner thinks he was moved post-death.
So she agrees with us.
At the end of the tape, someone burst in and demanded Virginia stop recording. I think it was Clive.
This is starting to make sense now. This is a conspiracy to cover up what happened to George.
I think I found Clive's last recording. I think Clive might be gone.
Gone?
I found a confession. Not for any killings, but for playing a part in covering up George's death. He left this behind in case he died. He hoped someone would find it.
Do you think the whistling man already got him?
Possibly. We've had a lot of callers tonight, but maybe not every victim made it to the phone, you know? We don't know how many there really are.
Christ, Forrest, that's dark.
I know, but Clive said he had read about other murders in other towns, and that the murders were all folks who knew about the incident. And the killings were getting closer to Gallows Creek. He said he wanted to do something good for once.
The board in his office. He wasn't tracking people down to kill them. He was tracking them down to save them. Ugh, why didn't he just come out with all of this?
He said his employer threatened his family if he spoke out about any of it.
His employer? The one who orchestrated the cover-up? Oh, Clive. I'm sorry for thinking you'd killed all those people. Do you think you found everything?
I think so.
Forrest, what's going on here?
Someone wanted that boy's death to seem like an accident, and they hired Clive to make it look that way.
Come back upstairs when you're ready. We need to figure out our next step.
3 a.m. Scary hour.
God, you're back, Forrest. I've been running out of stuff to pad our airtime with.
Peggy, you work in radio.
Forrest, I'm stressed. I mean, really, how are we supposed to keep a show going with all this happening?
This is our job, Peggy. We gotta do it.
You're right. So, what's the plan now?
I think we should call Virginia back.
All right, I'll get her on the line.
Whatever.
Hello
the
again,
tiger
Gallows
eye.
Creek. This is Forrest Nash. We're circling closer to the truth behind tonight's events. To this end, we're calling back one of our earlier callers, Virginia Sullivan.
Fredman Plunker here? Who's this? Is it you? Goose?
Plunker, hey, it's the Radio Man, Forrest Nash.
Radio Man? What's up?
Solving mysteries, saving lives. The huge.
Right on.
Plunker, what are you doing at Virginia's house?
She asked if we could stay to keep an eye out for that whistling turd. So we're hanging out, bro.
Well, that's big of you, Plunker.
No, it's nothing.
Can I speak to Virginia?
Sure thing, Radio Man. I'll just go get her.
Who is this?
Hey, Virginia, it's Forrest. I'm glad you're still okay.
Oh, Forrest. Sorry, I'm still jumpy.
Sorry to hear that, but listen, hey, we need to talk.
What about?
We're calling because we think you can help us understand why this is happening tonight.
Me? What would I know?
Does the name Clive mean anything to you?
Clive? No. I don't know that name. What are you asking about this for?
You mentioned that name earlier when you called us the first time.
I don't know what I said then. I was petrified, Forrest.
Clive's the janitor at our station, and we know you spoke to him in the past.
Forrest, please. You don't know what you're doing. He'll come for me.
Virginia, it's okay. Clive won't be coming after you.
We think Clive's dead.
Dead? But isn't he? He's the whistling man, Forrest.
We thought so too, but
You don't understand. All those years ago, he...
It's okay, Virginia. He's gone. We found evidence to suggest he... well...
And we found your autopsy reports for George Barrow.
How? I saw him destroy them.
Well, he didn't. I don't know if he kept them or made copies or what, but we found them. And we know it's related to what's happening tonight, which is why we called you. Why did you write a false report?
All right. One day, I came into work to find a boy on my slab. And as I finished the autopsy, this man, Clive, he just burst in. And he started making demands to give over the reports, to falsify what I found. Of course I said no. But, well, when someone wants to make you do something, they can use the carrot or the stick. For me, he used both. You see, my sister is sick. She has a chronic condition that's never going away. It's expensive to treat, and it was getting to where I couldn't afford it. And Clive promised me that his employer would pay for my sister's treatment if I did what he said, and that if I ever spoke about this, he'd beat me to within an inch of my life. I don't know why he had me do it, but my sister needed me. You have to understand. She needed me.
We understand.
Thank you, Virginia. That was brave.
God, I just want this nightmare to end.
This will help end it, Virginia. Thank you.
Stay safe, Virginia. So, Virginia's tied up in all of this.
Clive threatened her to keep quiet about George's death. But for who? Why cover up these details? Well, we know Sandra was involved in George's death. Do you want to call her?
I do.
All right, but before we go asking questions, I think we should know what we want to ask. Is that fair?
Yeah, we need to ask her about finding the body. She was the one who discovered it, but something just doesn't add up.
100%. She knows more than she's saying.
I wonder what she's hiding.
We'll hopefully find out soon. Anyway, just be careful when you're talking to her. Don't push too hard.
300.
We don't want her to hang up.
I'll be careful.
All right, calling her now. Hopefully she's at her jazz studio. Aha! Forrest, you're through.
Hello, this is Sandra at Jazz Pizzazz Jazz Studio. Who is this?
Hello again, Sandra! It's Forrest Nash of 189.16, The Scream. And you're live on air.
Oh, I always thought folks called into a radio show, not the other way around. How jazzy. What can I do for you?
Well, we're trying to understand what's behind the attacks tonight. We had a few questions.
Why, Forrest, of course. Heck, after the way you saved my life, I'd say yes to just about anything you asked.
Oh.
Really? Well, that sounds nice. I might just call you back tomorrow then, too.
You got my number. But what about tonight? Is there anything you want to talk about right now?
Remember why we called
Yes,
Forrest.
I'm trying to get her.
Of course.
That's
Do you
sweet of
know
her.
why the Whistling Man might have targeted you?
Ha! As far as I could tell, he was just a knife-wielding psycho with superhuman cardio. He'd chase after anybody.
Right. Well, we think he might be chasing specific people. People who know about the death of a boy named George.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. Sorry.
Sandra, we know you found George's body. We have the police report.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh.
It's okay, Sandra. We know.
You do? You know about?
Yes. Of course.
This studio is my life. After I found the body in the river, I couldn't lose my studio. Do you understand?
Sure. I understand.
When the rent just kept going up, he said he'd stop if I just needed to keep quiet. And everything would be okay.
Of course. We understand.
I mean, it's not like I killed him. What was the harm in saying I found him in the reservoir instead of the river, right? Right? I'm sorry. I can't do this.
And she's gone. I don't think that could have gone any better. You truly did great, Forrest.
Well, folks, if anyone out there has any thoughts on what's going on tonight, please call in.
That's good timing. We've got a call waiting just this second.
Welcome to 189.16 The Scream, with me, your host, Forrest Nash.
Hi, Forrest. I know this is really out of the blue with everything happening tonight, but I wondered if you could send this special birthday message to my
Isn't it
uncle.
Ponty again?
You know what? I'd welcome a change of pace. I'd be glad to.
Thank you, Forrest. He's my Uncle Ronnie. His first name's Peter, but he never liked his name. But since he always had salt and pepper hair, even as a kid, can you believe it? Folks always called him Pepper.
Thanks for the history lesson. Is there anything besides happy birthday you would like to say to Mr. Pepper? Oh my god damn it!
Tell her
Pepperoni!
we can get the best birthday deals and party packages here at Putney's Pizza. Starting at just...
You son of a bitch! Stop calling us!
Sorry, Forrest. Let's just move on. We've already got another caller on the line.
This is 189.16 The Scream. I'm Forrest Nash. You're on the air, caller. Caller.
Is he laughing? Oh my god, is it Ponty?
Ponty.
Ponty's Pizza always delivers. Come rain or sleet or whistling man, we'll be there.
Forrest? Forrest? Are you okay? Forrest?
I hope the whistling man gets him with his own pizza slicer.
Jesus, Forrest?
Sorry. That was too much.
It's okay. It's been a high-stress night.
That was
Don't worry about him
crazy.
anymore, okay? Not for tonight, anyway. I think he's spent for now. We've got another call, whenever you're ready.
Folks, don't spend your money at Ponty's Pizza. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Moving along, I'd like to welcome another caller to 189.16 The Scream, with me, Forrest Nash. Who, may I say, is calling?
Well, hello again, Forrest.
Dawn. I bet I know why you're calling. I'm sorry I didn't play your song. There's a lot going on. But please?
Never mind that now. Forrest, I'm calling because I need your help.
Please, Dawn, if you know something, if you know who the next target is...
Oh, it's too late for that now.
I'll be the judge of that.
Oh, fine. Chuck Brody was the next target, but that ship sailed.
We saved him, but only just. You should have told us.
I'm sorry, I probably should have. I'm sorry.
You said you needed help?
I sure do.
Do you mean...
Yes, he's after me now.
You?
I think so. He must have heard me on the radio helping you.
Right. Okay. Tell us everything.
I was out following a lead, trying to work out who would be next, after Chuck.
And what happened?
And I started to feel like I was being followed. I came back to my apartment building, but this newfangled security system has me locked out. I need you to help me get inside.
The apartments didn't get a security system. The apartments did not get a security system. The apartments didn't get a security system. She's not at her apartment. She's a liar. She knew that the gas station was going to explode and the name of the person they were targeting, because his name wasn't attached to the gas station at all, because he wanted to remain anonymous. So that means Don is the whistleblower chunker, the whistle man. Macy? Wait.
Don't you have a key to get in?
Only for the apartment door. The front gate requires an entry code. The future is electronic, I guess. I need that code to get inside.
Which apartment block do you live in? Maybe one of our listeners lives there too.
It's the new Woodside apartment building between the town hall and the trailer park, but I doubt any of your listeners live there. I don't have many neighbors.
Sounds like a prime piece of real estate. Starling 4000. User manual. Ah, these codes should come in handy.
Sound really carries at night. Shit.
And guys, let's read this. Let's read this together. Woodside Apartments. New state-of-art luxury apartments. Apartments are fully furnished and are proven child-friendly. Smokers and young children are allowed, but no pets. So no pets are allowed at the apartments. 1. 2. It is located in the center of Gallows Creek, away from busy train lines and industrial sectors. But what did we just hear? A train.
Sounds like a noisy part of town. Woodside Apartments. Coming soon, No pets. Not open until... What?
It is. Boy, I wish he'd muzzle that thing and... Oh. And now he's blasting David Scopo out of his window. This night can't get any... The whistling man. He's coming down the street. I don't think he's seen me yet. Forrest, please. I need your help. I need the code for that security system, or I'm gonna die.
What's your neighbor's name?
I don't know my neighbors, remember? Please, I need to get in.
What's the name of the security system?
There's a sticker on the box. It says Starling Security 4000. There's a keypad, and it looks like it wants a 6-digit number.
Starling Security 4000, huh?
That's right. Very newly installed. I need the key code before the whistling man gets me.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry, Don.
Thank you, Forrest. I knew I could count on you. I'll sit out of sight. Call me back soon.
All right, folks. Here's a little tune for you all to enjoy while I try to break Dawn into her apartment. Coming up for your listening pleasure, it's Caged Tiger with their single, One Last Goodbye. You were pretty quiet there, Peggy.
Forrest, was it just me, or was there something...
Yeah, it wasn't just you. Something was weird about that.
Yeah, well, tell you what, we have a Starling 4000, or whatever, here at K-Fam. Clive bought one for the station. Maybe we can find something to help. Well, I'm not sure who. but to help someone.
Okay, so she's locked out of the Woodside Apartments, and somewhere, Clive probably has the papers for the Starling 4000.
Welcome back, Forrest. Find anything?
The Starling 4000 security manual. It's got a bunch of codes.
Good. And did you find anything else?
I found a flyer for the apartments.
Hmm.
They're not open for move-in till next month. No pets, and they're located pretty far from the trains.
So Dawn probably isn't trying to get into Woodside, is she?
Doesn't seem like it.
All right. Well, I'll get Dawn back on the line then, Forrest. I'll let you take it from here.
Thanks, Peggy.
Line
Can I
1,
confront
whenever
her?
you're ready.
Can I confront her for being a little liar, dweeb?
Don, are you there? This is Forrest Nash from 189.16, The Scream.
Oh, thank God you're back. I've been so afraid. What's the code to the gate?
The code is 191519.
Thank you, Forrest. Son of a bitch. Ah!
Is she?
Yeah, stay out! Nobody disrespects
Roller
the safety
Ricky!
of a break. Don't ever come back here again! I'm calling the cops!
Thank God.
Hello? Is someone there?
Ricky, get back inside and turn on the radio. Whoever that was, she was trying to break into the ring.
She? Forrest, man, you got no idea. That was him! That was the whistling man! The alarm gave me just enough time to get my rifle. I don't like hurting folk, but I can't let anything happen to Maxie. He's my best friend, you know? Listen, man, I'm heading back inside. Gonna barricade that window. My man, thank you. You and Peggy can skate for free whenever you want, forever.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a done deal.
Thanks, Ricky. Can't wait.
You got it. Talk to you soon.
Okay, Gallows Creek, here's some music while we process what just happened.
Dead air is a crime, Forrest. So, the whistling man is a woman?
I know. I can't believe it.
She called up. You spoke to her multiple times.
I thought she was just regular Gallows Creek Strange.
Really, Forrest? Why do you think she requested that song?
To mess with us?
Yeah, maybe. So, what now?
I guess I should make an announcement. We do have new info.
Okay, kill the music and you can make the announcement. Okay, you're live in 3, 2...
Hey folks, this is Forrest Nash here. I hope you're all safely locked inside. For those of you listening to that last call, you might be wondering what to make of it all. Here's our take. We now believe the killer is actually a woman, one who might manipulate you into letting her in before she attacks you. We're neighbors. Look out for each other and stay safe. The killer was calling themselves Dawn. This could be a fake name. If anyone needs help or you have info on the killer, please call
That's a
in.
hilarious cover as well.
You folks have my new number, right? It's 911. Hopefully, our next caller can help shed some light on our killer.
Hey, we had a call come in.
Okay, folks, time to take a call.
Trying to make it land upright.
Hey, Big Shot, hit the button and take the call.
Upside down.
You're through to Forrest Nash on 189.16, The Scream.
Hey, man.
Murphy?
Damn straight.
What's going on, Murphy? You in danger again?
Nah, man. I've just been listening to the show here at home. And since you asked folks to call in if they could help out, well, I'm calling. I don't know if I can say as much as other folks have, but I figure I wouldn't be a good role model to Fernando
Bruh.
if I didn't try to help, you know?
You're a good father, Murphy.
Absolutely. Fernando's a lucky kid.
Oh, thanks. So, what do you want to know?
Well, what can you tell us?
I don't know, really.
All right. Well, do you know anything about the death of George Barrow?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay. What about the killer herself?
Herself? Man, I didn't get my ass kicked by a lady.
Right.
The man I went toe-to-toe with was a man.
You heard the last call, right, Murphy?
Yep,
So you know it's a woman, and you were trained by a VHS, Murphy.
I know, but... Man, how could it have been a woman under that mask?
Let's just move on. Do you know anything about the history of the
There's
Whistling
two.
Man?
No, sir. Tonight's the first time I ever heard of him.
What?
I moved here 3 years ago, man. What do you want from me?
Hey, man, no worries. Just thank you for trying.
Right. Sorry I couldn't help y'all more, man. Now, if you'd have asked me about gators...
Forrest, we have a call coming in.
Sorry, Murphy. I think that's all we've got time for right now.
All right. I'll catch y'all with the gator talk later. Night.
Well, folks, that was a bust. But perhaps our next caller has more they can tell us. Let's find out. This is Forrest Nash, and you're listening.
Please help me. My name is Casey Moore. I'm at 25 Nancy Drive. My best friend's been stabbed. He's bleeding everywhere. I don't know what to do. Please help me.
Is he still breathing?
Yeah, but he's bleeding out fast. I really need help. Please.
Take a breath.
We'd been out at the reservoir. We were heading back to his place when we heard this whistling all of a sudden. He just started freaking out. He screamed at me, told me to hide. I'd never seen him like that, and I just panicked and ran and hid in a bush.
Oh no. Forrest.
Then what happened?
He went up the road and talked to someone. I couldn't really hear or see anything. It sounded like he might have known the person, and they just stabbed him.
Casey, was his attacker the Whistling Man?
The who? They had a mask and wore all black? That's all I know. Please, we need help here.
I'll get you help, but I need to know. Where did the masked person go?
They left. They left him to bleed out. I waited until they were gone, then dragged him into the garage and called 911.
Wait, why didn't she make sure he was dead?
I don't know. I think I heard them say something like, "It's not so funny now, is it?" before they left, but please, he needs to get to the hospital. I can't drive, so we need an ambulance.
Forrest, the ambulance was destroyed in the explosion at the gas station. You should get all the info you can.
What's your friend's name, Casey?
It's Jason Parker.
Can you tell us where Jason was stabbed?
They stabbed him in the stomach, and then stabbed him again in his leg when he was on the ground, and it's... Oh, the knife is still there in his leg.
We'll be right back. Peggy, patch us through to the hospital.
On it. Phoning St. Gabriel's now. Switch to line 2.
Jeez.
Hello, St. Gabriel's Hospital. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Forrest Nash from 189.16. We have a stab victim at 25 Nancy Drive named Jason Parker. He's been stabbed in the stomach and the leg. He's bleeding heavily.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. But the ambulance is... well, you know.
I know, but please, we need something, or he's going to die.
Forrest, listen, you're going to have to get him here. We need to see him, and we can't get there ourselves right now.
We don't have any way to drive him right now. And even if we did, he's bleeding out fast.
All right, listen. We need to buy him time to get here. That means stopping the blood first, and then finding someone to stabilize him. To stabilize him, you really need someone with first aid training. Do either of you have any?
No.
Me neither.
Damn it. I'm really sorry about this, but I have other patients who can't wait. All I can do is talk you through the procedure as quick as I can, and then leave the rest to you. You think you can handle that?
Hit me. I'm sure we can handle it.
Okay, from the top. If he's bleeding out, then you need to get him comfortable and try to stem the bleeding. Lay him down. Apply continuous pressure directly to the affected areas. When the bleeding slows, get a clean cloth of some kind and hold it over the wounds.
Get them comfortable. Apply pressure. Clean cloths when slowed. Got it, I think.
You said he was stabbed, right? If the object he was stabbed with is still in him, don't take it out. It's stopping the worst of the bleeding right now. If anything, you should secure it so it stays where it is.
I wouldn't have thought of that. It makes sense, though. God, that was a lot of info. But I think we can handle this.
Glad you got it so far, because there's more to go.
I'm still with you, Doc. What else do we need to know?
If he's lost a lot of blood, he may enter shock. If he does, act fast. If you applied a cloth and it's bleeding through, don't remove it. Just apply another on top of it. If it's safe, elevate his legs to get blood circulating to his vital organs. Try to keep him warm. Get him to rest and reassure him. We need the patient to stay calm.
All right, don't replace bandages, elevate his legs, keep him warm and calm. This is a lot.
I'm really sorry. That's as much as I can give you right now. Try to stop the bleeding. Find someone to get him stabilized and get him here as quick as you can. Good luck.
All right, Forrest. Casey's still on line 1.
Hello? Hello? Forrest, are you there?
I'm here. How is Jason doing?
Badly. He's still bleeding. I need help. I've been putting pressure on his stomach wound since you left, but he's still bleeding. I don't know what to do.
That's good, Casey. The nurse said to do that.
What about the knife in his leg? It's gotta be hell. Should I pull it out?
No.
No, don't touch the knife. The bleeding will get worse if you pull it out.
Are you sure? I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop making suggestions.
No, don't worry, Casey. We're a team here. We're all going to get Jason through this. Casey, is his leg wound bleeding right now?
I hate looking at that knife. Yeah, it's bleeding. His stomach is worse, though.
I think we need to secure the knife so it doesn't move around. Do you have anything you can tie around it?
Yeah. There's some laundry piled up on top of the dryer, cloths on the hood of the car, and what else? I guess I've got my jacket.
Jacket.
Sorry about this, Casey. I think it's best we use your jacket. It's probably less likely to bleed through.
It's just a jacket. Give me a second. Here we go. I'm sorry, Jason. It's secure. I'm putting pressure on his stomach again.
Whoa.
I'm starting to think we might make it.
Forrest, can I have a word?
Casey, I'm gonna have a quick word with Peggy. Keep putting that pressure on and let us know when the bleeding is under control. You're doing great.
But what if something happens?
We'll still be here. Just shout if you need anything, and we'll be there. I promise.
Okay. I'll wait. Jason, please be okay.
What's up, Peggy?
We can't stay on the line with her all night. Dawn is still out there. What if other people need us?
You're right. She's probably on her way to her next target right now.
Exactly. And you heard the nurse. We need someone there with training who can stabilize him. He's got to get to the hospital somehow.
Could somebody nearby help them? Maybe drive them to the hospital?
You know, that's exactly what I was wondering.
Do you have anybody in mind?
I might. A little before you started working here, KFAM did a mandatory first aid training course. Me and Karen missed it because we were away on a producer getaway.
You skipped it, didn't you? Never mind. So, how does KFAM's first aid course help us?
Casey said they're at 25 Nancy Drive, right?
Yeah? Why?
They put up a bunch of cheap houses around there about 10 years ago. So a bunch of people here at the station live around there.
Do you think any of them could help Casey and Jason?
Probably, but I don't know who lives there. And since I missed the training day, I don't know who knows first aid.
Could you call them and ask?
I don't know everybody's numbers. I've only ever called Karen. Everybody's personnel info is probably in Reggie's office.
Got it. I'll look through their files in Reggie's office. It's a life or death situation. I'm sure they won't mind.
Right. But there are a couple of problems with that.
Go on.
It's sensitive information, so Reggie probably locked it in his safe.
Great. Great. Do you have any idea what the combo for the safe could be?
Not a clue. Reggie's a serial note taker, though. Maybe something in his office will give it away. Right. There is something else.
I'm not gonna like this, am I?
Have you ever heard, the future is floppy?
Peggy, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about floppy disks. Floppy disks are like these futuristic things that have information on them. You put them in a computer and they do something.
Peggy, I know what a floppy disk is.
Anyway, Reggie decided that the future is floppy and started phasing out our physical records and replacing them with these floppy disks. I imagine it's the same for our personnel files.
That's good to know. Since we haven't heard anything from Casey, I'm guessing Jason's okay for now. I'll check out Reggie's office and see what I can find.
You'll need a key for that. I'll just slide it under my door now.
Thanks, Peggy. I'll just have to look around.
Ooh, I like your boots.
Good. I'll patch my mic down to the office so you'll hear me over the intercom.
Okay, now I can leave. Thank you. Okay. Wait. It's downstairs? Oh yeah, right here.
Looks like I need a 4-digit code.
Very important date. Oops. X forever. Need to write. Pitch document. Good title. Bring back original protagonist and villain. I'm gonna fix it, sorry. Sorry. That's fine. My spouse. Soda, nachos, chalupa, churros, salsa dip, tomato salsa. Gracias. Gracias. See you again. Chalupa cabras. That sounds good, actually. Okay. Alien sightings. 1810. 5, if you're reading this, stop setting my post-it notes. Ask Sheenie where those tapes are. It's been weeks now, overdue.
Could this be it?
Pizza delivery killer who kills with a pizza cutter. Eat pets, top secret. Takes place on 11:07 for an important date for the town. Great Goose Gathering. Yeah. That's it. Let me open this. Take this, put you back.
Nice.
Let me see my personnel file.
Get a load of this, Peggy. Apparently, I'm a lone wolf type.
Forrest, what are you doing? We don't have time for this. We have a man literally dying on the line, and we're more interested in you.
You're right. I'm sorry. I need to focus on possible candidates. I can read the rest of this later.
We live on Come On In, Mer Street. We live in a hotel? I can't believe we actually got the Forrest Nash here in Gallows Creek. His motivation may be low, his demands are a bit beyond our means, and he's currently blacklisted from any reputable station, but honestly, we don't have a reputation to lose. Forrest isn't really integrating with the team. Seems to have this lone wolf thing going on. Heard him call Janie, Janine, and Brenda in his first week. Hopefully this changes when he gets settled. I've paired Forrest with Peggy for his show. They seem to have developed a relationship of sorts pretty quickly, which is good because we sure don't have the show budget to pair him with Karen. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? John Hedges. John refused to engage with the first aid trainer during the course. I know he was a war medic, but it was station policy to send everybody regardless. John apparently has a bunch of medical equipment in his home that he procured from the military at the end of his service. Is that legal? Do I need to report him? Spoke to John again about eating the free samples that Brad sent for his reviews. He said he'd stop, but he said that the last 3 times too. Is it an American or a command or war veteran? 14 Nancy Drive. He lives on the street. What the fuck was that?
Hey, Peggy. I think Reggie's on to you and Karen. Maybe don't bring those little drink umbrellas into work for a while.
What? Why are you reading my file? You need to find someone who can help Casey. We already know I can. Don't waste time.
You're right. I'm sorry. I need to focus on possible candidates. I really shouldn't have read both. We're in a hurry.
Okay. So it's John. I'm reading all of them. What? I don't care. Barbara Albright. Barbara's really getting on well with all the staff here. Got another cat. She has 5. Oh yeah, she in her desk. She has all those pictures. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm moving very slowly. Ah. Okay. Alright, so missed it. Barbara and Brad missed it together because they were smooch.
Hey, Peggy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Did you find what we need?
I think I know who our best bet is to help Casey and Jason.
All right, good work. Who should I...
Hello? Is anybody there? Please pick up.
Casey, I'm here. What's wrong?
Jason started going pale. I tried to get him to rest, but he just threw up everywhere. What's happening? What do I do?
He started to go pale. Ah!
God, it sounds like he's going into shock. Casey, just stay calm. It's going to be okay.
But the bleeding seemed to slow down. Did I mess up? Jason, I'm sorry.
Casey, calm down. You've done
Josh?
everything
Was that the
right.
name? That was a J name.
I need you to listen to me, okay? For Jason.
What did the nurse say to do about shock?
If it his legs, not the wound.
Casey, I need you to elevate Jason's legs. We need to get the blood flowing to his vital organs.
Got it. Jason, stay with me. I'm just gonna move you. This might hurt. Okay. I propped his legs up on some boxes.
I'm looking at my notes. We need to get Jason as warm and comfortable as possible. Do you have anything you could use nearby, Casey?
Yeah. I still have some laundry next to me. I'll wrap him in some blankets. Just give me a second. Sorry. Jason's bleeding through his bandages. Should I get him new ones? Or... Oh, God.
Oh, add them.
Don't remove the bandage. Apply another one on top of it. Do you still have something you can use?
I'm using the laundry to keep him warm. So, I'll use the cleaning rags on the car. They don't look dirty. I'll fix his bandage and get him warm. Hold on, please. Sorry. I'm done. You're gonna be okay, Jason. Just relax now, okay? I'm scared. He's not doing well. Is he gonna...
Casey, I need you to be strong for Jason. Sit with him and reassure him that everything's going to be okay. Okay?
Okay. Please. I can't give him what he needs. Please, help. I can't lose him.
All right, Forrest, we need to hurry. Jason doesn't sound like he's doing too well. You said you knew who to call earlier? Who was it?
He's gone.
We need to call John Hedges. He lives on Nancy Drive. He didn't really participate in the first aid training, but he's a former war medic. He's probably the most trained person we have.
Really? I never really spoke to him before. A war medic, huh?
Yeah, and according to Reggie's notes, John keeps all of his old equipment at his house. He's something of a hoarder.
All right. What's his number?
5420735.
Calling now. Let's hope he picks...
Who the hell is this calling me? What time is it?
John, it's Forrest Nash here at KFAM. We have an emergency and we need your help.
Forrest? If this is a work emergency, then it can wait until the goddamn morning. Just leave me a note like everybody else.
John, no, this is a medical emergency. A man has been stabbed by the Whistling Man, or never mind. He's badly hurt and he's going to die unless we get someone to him now.
The Whistling Man? What kind of joke is this?
John, we're not kidding. A man is gonna die if we don't help him right now.
Seriously? I haven't been called on for over 10 years. Where's the patient? What's his condition?
He's at 25 Nancy Drive. I think we got his friend to stem the bleeding, but he's gone into shock. He's passed out right now.
You say he was stabbed? Do you know the extent of his injuries?
From what we were told, he has 2 major stab wounds. One to the stomach and one to the leg. The knife is still in his leg, and the stomach wound is open.
Understood. Let me grab a few supplies and I'll head right over. Damned if he dies on my watch.
Thank you, John. We'll let him know you're on your way.
Good luck.
Hello, Casey. Are you there? How are we doing?
Bad. Jason seemed really weak and then just started thrashing.
What about now? Is he still thrashing?
He's passed out. Please tell me you found someone to help.
Casey, help is on the way. My colleague will be there soon.
You hear that, Jason? Someone is coming. You're gonna be just
They're pretty short.
Just hold on for me, okay? Just hold on. Come on.
Hello, Casey. This is John Hedges. I'm here about Jason. Please let me in. I'm guessing that's Jason there. Casey, I'm gonna need your help. Forrest, Peggy, don't you two worry. We've got this from here.
Okay. Forrest, we'll call you back later. I have to go now. Good luck, everyone. God, I hope he's gonna be all right.
And with that, the show moves on. We're sending our best wishes to Jason. Well, after all that excitement, I think we could use some music.
Come back upstairs when you're ready.
The 5 cats is so cute. That's so crazy that Brad did that. This letter is so crazy. That's why she didn't go to the festival. What? You said come back up when I'm ready. How am I gonna put music from downstairs? Silly girl. But yeah, first we'll do my trap.
What song should I play?
Oh man. Oh.
Time to go on the journey that is Blast Processor with their hit song 1980X.
It's getting pretty late. This might be your last break for the night, so try to enjoy it. Give me a buzz when you want to go back on air.
No.
Let's roll.
You got it. We've got another call coming through, too. Time to turn the music off.
Welcome back to 189.16, The Scream. I believe we have another caller on the line. How are you tonight, caller?
Forrest, it's me, Roller Ricky. Oh, and Maxie's here too.
Good to hear from you again. How are you both doing?
Oh, we're good, man, thanks to you. You're like our guardian angel.
That wouldn't be a bad look for you, Forrest. A little White Wing Halo number? Maybe something for the K-Fam Halloween party.
All right, everyone, let's calm down. Ricky, I'm just glad we could help you and Maxie.
Is there anything else we can help you with, Ricky?
Actually, I think I have some info that might help you.
Oh? What's that?
You see, man, me and Jason know each other.
You know each other?
Yeah, we went to Gallows High and played on the football team together. He was a gnarly offensive linesman, and I was our star wide receiver. Runner Ricky, they called me.
All right, and what does that have to do with tonight?
Well, because George, the guy who drowned, he was on our team too.
Tell me about him. What was George like?
I didn't know him for long, man. Sad to say. We had our first team party on the night he drowned. He seemed like such a good dude.
Ricky, were you there when George drowned?
No, man. Once the party turned, I beat feet out of there. Man, I remember George and his girl there. There was a whole lot of love, man. I could see it, you know?
Ricky, listen, this is very important. I need to know everything about her.
I didn't really know her before, or see her after that. I never even got her name, man. I just remember he called her Bean.
Then what did she look like? Please, tell us anything you remember.
I just remember a pretty girl, man. I'm sorry.
Ricky, you said the party didn't last long. What happened?
We were just having a good time, and then the next thing I knew, everyone was running for their life. I looked up and saw a goddamn whistling man in the trees. And I never ran so fast in my life. I ran straight home. Didn't know about George until next morning at school.
I'm guessing it was whistling night, wasn't it? That the whistling man was just another kid.
Yeah. I don't know how George died, but I always felt
George,
like
he died.
if anyone deserved to die that night, it should have been me.
What?
And
Ricky, it wasn't your fault. You're not a bad person.
I know that now, man. It took a long time to learn, but yeah, just thought I'd tell you all what I know.
Thank you, Ricky.
This helps. Thank you.
You got it, man. Anyway, I think it's time for me and Maxie to free up your phone lines. Thanks for listening, man. I'll let you to it.
Night, Ricky. All right, folks. Looks like we got a new lead in the case. If anyone has any info about this mysterious being, please call in.
If she was George's girlfriend back then, she's probably in her mid to late 30s now. Huh. Oh, we have another call coming in, but hang on.
What's up, Peggy? Peggy?
You're gonna want to take this call off the air.
Who is it?
Just do it.
All right, folks, it's time for another track. Here's one to help you sit back and relax. We'll be right back after this. Hope you enjoy this one as much as I do. I hope this is good news, Peggy. Who have we got?
Find out for yourself on line 1.
Hello?
Forrest, I'm glad I got back.
Leslie.
Sounds like it's been a busy night, huh?
Surprise! It's Leslie, our 911 operator, leading the charge from Henderson to come save us. It's so good to hear from you. Are you okay?
We're doing okay. Sarah and I are both happy to be headed back home.
We're happy to have you too. Wait, Sarah?
Oh, yeah, I mean Deputy Martinez. Anyway, we got back into radio range a little while ago. We've been listening in, but haven't been able to get through until now.
It's been non-stop since you left. Please tell us you're bringing help.
You bet! I'm leading a whole goddamn squad towards Gallows Creek as
Hell,
we speak.
yeah.
Turns out somebody had cut the phone lines. They had no idea what was happening.
That's great news. That's crazy about the phone lines, though. Do you think the whistling man cut them?
I'm guessing so. I don't know how the whistling man did it. But that doesn't matter right now. Listen, we're coming in hot, and we need your help. I know Gallows Creek isn't a big town, but if we don't know where the whistling man is, we can't get him. Her. That's where you come in.
You can count on us. What do you need?
It might be a long shot, but here goes. The whistling man already called up a few times. I bet she calls again. We're still a little ways out of town, so if she calls, stall her. Buy as much time as you can for us to get in. And while you're talking to her, try to figure out where she is. We'll be listening in, so once her location is known, we'll head straight there and end this nightmare.
I'll do my best.
I know you will. Heck, I can see the headlines now. Forrest Nash's interview of a lifetime. Anyway, I'll radio the other cars and tell them the plan is a go. Hopefully the next time I see you, it'll be with our killer behind bars. Take care.
We'll see you soon, Leslie. Thank God. It sounds like this is almost over. We're nearly through this.
Best we don't waste any time then. Let's get back on air.
You got it. Okay, Forrest, shut the music off. bringing you back live now.
Welcome back to The Scream with me,
Oh.
Forrest Nash. The line is lit up, but before I get to our next caller, I just want to say things are looking up. It's almost over. But for now, let's bring in our next caller.
I should have paused earlier, but I'm gonna just carry it to the end because I feel like this is it.
Evening, caller. This is Forrest Nash.
Hello, Forrest. This is John Hedges. I'm here with Casey. I wanted to give you an update on Jason.
Coworker.
John, is he going to be okay?
He's a fighter. He'll be fine. We've got him stabilized and resting in a bed. We're preparing to move him to the hospital.
Thank you so much. If you hadn't been there, then... God, I don't even want to think about what would have happened.
Of course, Casey. We're just happy he's okay.
John, Casey, you two did all the work. Tell Jason to get well soon from us, whenever he's up for it.
Well, why don't you tell him yourself?
Is this Forrest?
Jason, we meet at last.
It's good to hear you, Jason. How are you?
Oh, well, you know. I've got a hole in my stomach, and there's a knife in my leg, but John gave me something to take the edge off. So, I might feel even better than either of you. Oh.
Take it easy until you get to St. Gabriel's.
I will. But, before that, I needed to call you. Guessing the Whistling Man is still out there?
Yes, the Whistling Man's still out there. Why do you ask? You know something about the Whistling Man, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Can we talk about what happened earlier?
Go for it.
We spoke to Roller Ricky not long after you were attacked.
You spoke to Ricky? Is he alright?
He is now. I mean, he was attacked earlier, but this call came after.
Hey, guys, I'm really sorry, but there's a call on the other line. I just need to make sure we don't have another situation brewing. You fill Jason in on what happened. I'll be right back.
Sure, Peggy. Sorry, Jason, where was I? Ah, yep. Ricky's fine. You don't need to worry about him.
That's a relief.
He told us about George.
Sounds like everything's finally coming out now. It's been tough to hold it all in.
Sounds like you've been holding back about something awful, Jason.
I'm part of the reason my best friend is dead, Forrest. And the few who knew about it said if I ever said anything, I'd find myself in jail. For a long time. It was hell. And then the town just moved on. Like he'd never existed.
What happened that night?
I went along with the stupid prank, that's what. Whistling night. Some of the guys on the football team had an idea for a way we could haze the newcomers. We decided to plan a party in the woods and have the Whistling Man crash it. It was stupid. We each had a role. I was the stabbed friend. At the party that night, I left the group for a second. Met our Whistling Man. Pretended to get stabbed in front of everyone. Started an almighty panic, those screams. That was the last time I saw or heard George alive.
How did George die, Jason?
I don't know. I was playing dead. But when I heard her scream...
Ricky mentioned a girl named Bean. Is that who you mean?
Bean? Oh, yeah. I guess George did call her that. Yeah. He called her Bean. I heard her again tonight, Forrest. Her name was...
What? What happened? Are we still on air?
No, we're not. Seems like the power is completely gone.
How do we get it back on?
I don't, we can use the emergency generators down in the basement. Reggie picked it up a while ago in case you ever needed to do an emergency broadcast.
An emergency broadcast?
Emergency? You know, nuclear war, alien attack, broadcasting a serial killer's location to the cops so we can end this nightmare.
Fair point.
It's in the storage area, in the far back corner, up on the wall. You might have spotted it earlier when you were digging around for all those tapes. It'll have a big red button. Just press that. I'll see you when you're back.
It's either Maisie or Mary. I feel like it's Mary. Oh, also with... I don't know. It could be either. Okay. I don't know where she said it was at. I don't know where it's at, actually. I'm gonna assume it's down in the basement. She said all those tapes. Oh my god, I hate this. Open off, I'm scared. Big red light.
Far back corner. Why is this station so big?
This.
That must be it. Boom! We've got power. The whistling man. I need to warn Peggy. Peggy, are you there? Are you... Peggy? I need to get back upstairs.
I don't want it. Okay.
What the hell?
How did it lock behind me? You right here?
What? Why is it locked? Oh no.
I'm so
Peggy!
sorry.
Where'd you go?
Well, I'm locked, so it's not like he's gonna do anything to me.
No way. This can't be happening.
What the fuck? What? Got my stuff stacked up right there. What?
A call.
Guys, I'm running. Oh.
Where's Peggy, Dawn?
Have some patience, Forrest. It's almost the end of the night. Almost the end of the show. But it's not over just yet. Got a little time still. So let's make the most of it.
All right, let's.
I'm happy to hear that.
Huh?
I thought we'd end tonight's Whistling Man special with a special guest. The one who started it all. Let me take that out of your mouth and...
You crazy bitch! Let me go!
Welcome to the air, Mr. Teddy Gallows Jr.
Wait.
It's all gonna come out tonight, Teddy. Your daddy and his money saved you 20 years ago. But even if you crawled out of his coffin with all the money in the world...
Wait, where the hell is Teddy? How are you talking to him if you're here with me?
Because I'm not there with you, Forrest.
Yep.
I'm here with Teddy. And if he says where that is, well, he knows he'll get it.
Wait, then who am I looking at?
Forrest Nash, let me introduce you and all of Gallows Creek. to my boy, Henry Barrow.
Your son? You mean you...
Whoa, she was
Like
pregnant.
that he...
Yes, Forrest. He and I had a son.
So there were two whistling men tonight. Of course. That explains how you were always able to get around town so quickly. And Murphy, he was right, wasn't he? He did fight a man.
He did. I taught my boy to never run away from a fight.
Hang on. Did you say Barrow? Then are you?
Let me just get this mask off. Damn uncomfortable thing. No wonder Mooney went crazy wearing this. There we go.
Marie
I
Campbell?
knew it.
George's old girl. Oh. Well, it sure has been years since I last saw. Oh, God damn it.
Marie Campbell. So, not Dawn, huh?
No, not Dawn.
What are you going to...
Everyone's gonna know now what Teddy did. He killed George that night. This night. 20 years ago.
Listen to me. You...
You're gonna talk when I talk to you. And not a moment before. Meanwhile, Forrest, I'm gonna give you the chance to talk. You're gonna help me reveal what really happened to George all those years ago.
Okay, Marie. I'll do it.
Keep her on the phone.
Let's talk about the night George was murdered.
Murdered? Listen,
Oh.
I...
Get her. Get her. Damn.
I said you speak when you're spoken to. Now, I know you've done some good work tonight in piecing together what happened to George 20 years ago, and that's why I want you to interview us.
Interview you? All right. I can do that.
Thank you. I want you to help me and Teddy tell the story, Forrest. Do a good job. And hell, you might be the only one to leave here alive.
The only one.
I need to drag this out. If I can buy Leslie time to get back to Gallows Creek, and if I can find out where Marie is, then this can end. Teddy, we'll start with you. Just, talk me through what happened that night. How did it start?
How would I know? It was 20
Wouldn't you
years
remember?
ago.
Hit him, Marie.
Hit him again, Marie.
What the hell? God damn it. Okay. Our first team party was coming up. And when I saw the date it was scheduled for, I had an idea for a way we could prank the new guys.
It was the night Mooney, the original Whistling Man, vanished. Isn't that right?
That's right. And hell, it seemed too perfect to pass up. I was just surprised no one had ever thought to do it before.
Wait. You mean this was the first Whistling Night?
Keep talking, Teddy.
We went up near Whistling Point. God, who was there? Me, Jason, and George, of course. But George didn't come alone. He brought Marie.
And Roller Ricky, he was there too, wasn't he?
Yes, Ricky was there too. Runner Ricky, our wide receiver. I helped him off the bottle, you know. Because I'm a decent man.
Is that so?
Yes, it is. He came apart one day. Some people do. He had some issues. Wasn't stable. I didn't want him to hurt his chances in life. So, I helped him keep himself together.
You were afraid he would talk about that night, weren't you?
Keep talking.
About midway through the night,
What the heck?
we put the prank into action.
We looked up at the trees and saw Jason there, bloody, like he'd just been stabbed. And the whistling man, screaming. George and I and Ricky, we got left behind. But Ricky was in on it too. I know he was. He and Teddy were as close as anybody. Teddy must have told him the plan.
No, Marie, you're wrong. Ricky didn't know.
What?
Did you miss that part of the broadcast? I spoke to him earlier. He had no idea what was happening. He said he was as terrified as anybody. Isn't that right, Teddy? You didn't tell him, did you?
Ricky never could keep his mouth shut. If we told him, he would have given everything away.
But well, it doesn't matter. He didn't run his mouth enough to tell anybody about it afterwards. He's still guilty.
It was
Looks like it's so
just a
bad.
stupid prank.
Hit him again, Marie.
Oh, God.
Sorry, guys.
You made George think Jason had been murdered. He thought his best friend was dead.
And so tonight you stabbed him for real?
It's the role he wanted to play.
Jason's still alive, Marie. He was with a friend. We talked her through how to stop the bleeding and got him professional help just in time.
Oh. Well, shame he didn't have the good sense to die earlier. He's gonna regret that. Enough about him. Me and George took off running, but somehow we got separated in the woods. I ended up near the bottom of Whistling Point, and when I noticed George wasn't with me, I panicked. And then, I don't know how he snuck up on me, but the Whistling Man grabs me. I scream, and he starts laughing, telling me it's just a joke.
I can stall for time here. Who was it, Marie? Who was the Whistling Man?
I suddenly recognized it was Chuck.
Whoa.
Chuck Brody was the Whistling Man, laughing away. But then he stops, and he's looking up at the top of Whistling Point.
What was he looking at? Teddy, what happened next?
Nothing. I mean, it was just
Teddy?
George fell off Whistling Point.
Where were you when it happened?
You pushed him. You were up there. You were dressed as the Whistling Man
Whoa,
I
there
didn't
were
push him,
two of them
God
back
damn it.
then. Too.
I just chased him up there, and he kept backing up. When I saw he was about to go over, I reached out. That's what you saw.
You liar.
It's not my fault. He didn't know it was a joke. If he'd had any brains, he would have realized. Ugh, you bitch. No one's going to believe this.
It's all on air, dumbass.
After all you
Right?
did.
Yeah.
I believe her.
You... What?
Why else cover it up?
My future was at stake, Nash. You know what it's like. People like us are bred
Ew.
for bigger things. I'm going to be the mayor of this town, Forrest. And then governor. And then, who knows? What happened that night was tragic. It should never have happened. But it was a mistake. It was just a stupid joke gone wrong. So my father sent Clive out to clean it up. Why should a blip ruin my future?
George was a blip?
He wasn't a blip, Marie.
His father covered it up from there. I searched for George's body all night, but
Sandra found him the next morning while out jazz running.
She found him in the river, but she lied about that to protect Teddy.
She said something about her rent going up, unless she... Teddy, did your father own Sandra Sharp's dance studio?
It's Gallows Creek, not Sharp Creek.
Hit him again, Marie.
Damn it. Yes!
I'm sorry.
Okay. We own most of the town.
That's it then. Your father was going to run her out of business unless she lied and said she found him in the reservoir instead of the river.
What my father did in his business dealings is nothing to do with me.
The false reports. That's why you killed Sheriff Matthews too, isn't it, Maria? Not just to get him out of the way, but...
Everyone was in on it, Forrest. Even the coroner wrote a fake report. Said George was drinking, that he just got himself into trouble. And
I saw. I'm sorry. For all it's worth, Virginia didn't have much of a choice. She had a sick sister whose treatments she couldn't afford. She played along with the gallows to save her sister's life. And her own.
even still, she should have told the truth. I did my part. I tried everything I could think of. I even went to the newspaper, but no. That coward killed the story. But Maurice Russell is dead now.
Oh, I gotta go.
When will the killing end, Marie?
End? When does it end?
You can't kill the world. This has to stop sometime.
It has to. Never should have started. He shouldn't have pushed my George off a cliff. He should have been punished. It's coming to a stop. At least for now. Here, where George and I first met, before he joined your football team, was right after he shot the winning throw.
Wait a sec. We're at Gallows Creek High, in the gymnasium.
That's right, Forrest. Not that it matters, but yes, we're here. Anyway, I think that about wraps up the interview with Teddy. So, Marie? Where? Oh my god.
Peggy!
Teddy?
You've got to help me.
Quiet. You'll talk more later. Now I have to talk to someone who mattered more than you ever did. Peggy. It's been so long since
No, that's our sister.
Come.
Marie! Oh my god. I thought you...
And here I was, thinking you'd forgot me.
I'd never forget my own sister.
Sister? Peggy, what's happening? Why are you even there?
Wanna explain, Peggy?
Earlier, while you were speaking to
That's why she
Jason,
don't want me to call her
I got a call.
Big.
You remember? Well, it was from Dawn. She said that my sister Marie was there that night George died, and that I should come to the gym for a reunion.
And when you walked in, you found out.
That my sister is the Whistling Man.
Good to see you too, Peggy.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
She said that it was my last chance to see my sister. I knew if I told you, you'd try to stop me or come with me when we need you on the radio. And I just...
I'm sorry. This has to be a lot.
What the heck?
I just... What happened to you, Marie? You just disappeared one day.
Disappeared? I was thrown out, Peggy. I begged Mom and Dad to do something about what happened that night, but did they care? No. They told me to stay quiet. They only cared when they learned I'd been with George. And
Marie, I'm so sorry. I never knew.
it's not your fault. Really, it's Mom and Dad I should be seeing right now. But since they're dead and gone, well, I'll have to settle for the next best thing.
Wait. Is that why you went after that kid in the maze? Eugene Stein? Because his parents?
That's right. Eugene's parents were there that night too, but they got themselves killed in a bus accident. And since only their child was left...
Murray, please.
Mom and Dad are gone, Peggy. Besides, you forgot me. Just like the rest. You forgot.
Marie, Peggy never forgot about you.
Keep your mouth shut.
She kept a card from you. She kept it here on her desk.
What card?
The card you made me for my 8th birthday.
What does it say then?
Happy birthday, Peg. Now you're great and 8. Love, M.
Henderson police! Freeze! No! Henry! Get out of there! Ah!
Peggy!
We have 2 wounded, and we're in pursuit of the suspect.
Henderson police! Freeze!
Forrest!
Leslie, how's Peggy?
She's been cut pretty bad, but we're here now.
I'll be okay. God, Marie!
Hey, Zara! I need you to look after Peggy. She needs help. Now, we got here just in the nick of time.
Where's Marie?
She bolted right as we got here. The police are right on her heels. It won't be long now. It's over, Forrest.
Well, folks, it was a long night, but we made it through together. I'm gonna head off to go check on Peggy. This has been Forrest Nash. And it's been a scream.
Come in. One suspect is in custody. Trail the other suspect into the nearby woods. But you're just out of sight, and you won't let me go. Oh no, here in the darkness, I've got this feeling. It's growing stronger inside of me. It's a killer frequency.
That's cute.
I can feel my heartbeat, and it's bursting out of my chest. But the radio's on, and it's playing.
Whoa, what the heck? No! What? I didn't even get to the what the fuck just happened? Maybe I'll do it again. Please do it again.
Keep your mouth shut.
She kept a card from you.
I'm gonna do it
she
all
kept
over
it
again.
here on her desk.
What card?
The card you made me for my 8th birthday.
What does it say then?
Happy birthday, Peg. Now you're great and 8. Love, M.
Henderson police! Freeze! No! Henry! Get out of there! Ah!
Peggy!
We have 2 wounded, and we're in pursuit of the suspect.
Henderson police! Freeze!
Forrest!
Leslie, how's Peggy?
She's been cut pretty bad, but we're here now.
I'll be okay. God, Marie!
I mean, I got the trophy.
Hey,
Let's do a
Zara!
separate
I need you to
outro.
look after Peggy.
Maybe it'll give
She
me a
needs
different
help.
trophy.
Now,
Maybe
we
not.
got here just in the nick of time.
Where's Marie?
She bolted right as we got here. The police are right on her heels. It won't be long now. It's over, Forrest.
Well, folks, it was a long night, but we made it through together. I'm gonna head off to go check on Peggy. This has been Forrest Nash. Good night. And good morning.
No different ending. Ugh. God dang. Heather, Ted Gallows, Chad, Jason.
Come in. One suspect is in custody. Trail the other suspect into the nearby woods.
It's really loud. We only lost one. Into the woods? Yeah. Marie's gonna kill herself. That's the only way she gets out. Whoa, was this her setup? Oh, I exited on an accident. But Marie kills herself, I'm pretty sure. And that's the end of that. Wow. Actually, I need to go look up what happens. I'm pretty sure she has to kill herself. Like, what else is she gonna do?
High schoolers trying to
Whoa!
Go further.
Give me a second. Yeah, I got the good ending, I'm pretty sure. Well, a mysterious ending. Police follow pursuit on the suspect. They end up on Whistling Point, and they jump off the side, and they don't find a body. And that's the end of the game. This is so good! I loved it. It was such a freaking good game. I'm so excited to play the next game, which is... What game am I playing next? I'm playing Never-Ending Nightmares, you guys. So I'm very excited for this one to be done and for me to begin a new one. This is so exciting. It was so fun, so quick. It was just so immersive that those 5 hours felt like nothing to me. This was 2 hours long. Well, that's it for this final episode of Killer Frequency. Thank you very much for watching. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye.